Is that?
Yeah,
You've
that's
lost
your
your
punishment. You lost racism privileges.
You pooped
I'm actually
the diaper
mad
too
you
many
showed
times,
up
bro.
because I had a really funny bit for the dating show. I was going to give you one demerit for missing this week.
You can give him a quarter one for tardiness.
Look, I was already going to give Lundy like a 50 demerit handicap because he knows me the most. Like
Please tell me
everybody else is going to be trying to blow smoke up my ass, and Lundy's going to be like, "You big dumb faggot, you'll never find love."
All right, Lundy, you're a bitch, and I hate you.
That makes me feel bad.
Good.
You can tell from the tone of my voice and my intonation. I feel really bad about that.
That's good. I'm glad. So anyway, that wasn't a transition. I just needed to vocalize my thoughts. So
we should mention the elephant in the room
complain to your girlfriend
before we get started.
Okay, I am here. Yes, go ahead.
So, Charlie Kirk got. And I just want everybody out there to know, if you have any fucking problems with anything we say on this show, come and fucking shoot us all, you fucking pansy pussy ass fucking bitches.
Come on,
especially,
Matt. Come on,
especially
Matt.
do it in.
Come on, Matt. No, come on.
I don't
Also,
want to get shot, man.
Man, you piece of shit.
For maximum effectiveness, you need to do it in alphabetical order. So first Lundy, then Goat, then myself. Saving the best for last, obviously. Dessert.
That's not even remotely close.
To be entirely clear, the only reason he says that is because he wants you to give him like ample warning so that he can prepare with his crossbow.
We got the dice rolling right now, boy.
Playing bones up in here.
Oh, shit, man.
That would be fun if they had a Discord dice game.
You probably can get that going. It's just opening up D&D and just rolling the dice over and over. Man, come on, motherfucker.
I mean, I guess we could. I mean, I guess they do have the fucking D20 fucking dice roller.
Topical. Foreshadowing. Incidental moment. Boys, are you ready for beauty and perfection?
Some foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Better late than never. Go ahead, Goat.
All right, so I've been waiting to talk about this for a while. We haven't been able to record for a bit. The audience won't know because we haven't uploaded regularly in almost a year. But it's been a little bit, and I'm finally getting to talk about
the Goat Pin podcast is done when it's done. There's no set schedule.
It'll be out when it's out.
We meme only Kara, but you know what? That was actually one of his most base takes. And it's funny because we were talking about this. We were talking about this kind of earlier with the animation discussion. While we were waiting for Lundy to come back to us from the land of the dead.
Undead, thank you very much. It's Dark Souls.
Nerd.
Yes. Hate me.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do you one better.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go on.
So I'm gonna feel a little sick in this one because unfortunately we're gonna have to go to 4chan. But there is a caveat. We're going to the gayest part of 4chan. So for everyone who doesn't know,
D&D or something? Like, I don't fucking know.
Soon.
No, I think it's like /tabletop on 4chan. Well, I think it's the T-board.
There is a board, the trans board. There is a board called Traditional Games.
Oh, this sounds... I
like the sound of this already.
Now,
we're probably going to get some Gygaxian motherfuckers on this episode.
Oh, Matthew. Yeah. Please, both of you, enjoy what is about to happen. So, there are many famous stories from 4chan, and as Matt and Lundy are both familiar with the idea of it, there are also famous D&D campaigns that have taken place. There have been posts. There have been stories that have been slightly tweaked.
We
I don't
know
if you
someone, Darth. Well, I already spelled the name of that one. We know somebody who did that, Lundy, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, there's a whole recording of us going over that. I'll try to get that up on the channel at some point. Be prepared to read the craziest fucking thing I have found in a good long while.
That's saying a lot.
Lundy. We first are introduced to a young player.
Okay. All these, of course, are anonymous. That's the nature of these. My party in 3.5/Pathfinder just finished up a little quest involving a small gang of low-level wizards harassing a local church using something that they had crafted and enchanted themselves. An artifact stone that emits an anti-magic field in a 325-foot radius. That does not affect the holder's own magic and supernatural abilities, and that does not affect those of the holder's allies either. We got to keep the stone. The party is level 3.
So I already see the problem here. The DA made that item specifically knowing the party was going to get it, where, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Lundy, a smart DM would be like, yeah, this rock affects divine magic only since they're fucking with the church.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect arcane.
Like, how does the rock know the difference between various different arcane users? Like, it's kind of, it would be, and even if they did do that, then they'd have to program it specifically for themselves so it wouldn't work for the party. Or like, there's ways you can get around the party having access to this.
Yeah, like they had to do
item.
they had to do like a blood ritual and like put their blood in the rock or something.
Yeah, prior to it being made, so you can't like fix it afterwards. Like, there's a billion things you could do to get out of the party having access to this item, which breaks the fucking game. How insane and ill-advised is the GM? How does the existence of this artifact crafted by low-level casters, yeah, that's the other thing, it's crafted by low-level fucking wizards, used for something so trivial, no less, even make any sense? In case it matters,
Doesn't.
The GM claims to have been running for 16 years, and yet was completely unfamiliar with the rules, even very basic things like how skill rolls work. The GM was playing looser with the rules than a hose through a hula hoop.
I mean, look, that's D&D.
Get ready.
Clarification: the classes are cleric, wizard, sorcerer, and rogue.
Yeah, just to set the mood a little.
That's
not much of a tank
optimized
there.
party.
Yeah.
I guess the cleric's the tank.
Yeah, and they can do that, but not as well.
But then again, clerics and Pathfinder, they don't get heavy armor proficiencies automatically, so they're less tankier than a D&D cleric who still gets those.
I'm interrogating the GM at this very moment, and he is confirming all the facts on the anti-magic field stone. Yes, it does reduce the field out to 325 feet. This GM is insane. And the GM just foolishly said that it is actually better than an anti-magic field, because one, it automatically dispels any magical or supernatural effect that enters it, so leaving the field will not restore the effect. Jesus Christ. And two, it causes constructs and undead to fall over as their animating magics permanently unweave.
For anyone out there who's not a faggot, by the way, in case you were potentially put off by the beginning of this episode, please sit patiently and await the bomb to drop.
Yeah, me and Lundy are going to probably be spurging out a bit.
We're all D&D
You are
nerds.
completely
We're,
fine
at
because
the first bit of this, which is just standard crazy dumb fucking
this is
GM doing dumb shit.
very soon going to get insanely autistic, even for
Also,
D&D stuff.
On that fucking last note about undead and constructs, why doesn't it affect lycanthropes?
That would be a question that I would definitely ask as GM. Like,
Why wouldn't it affect summon creatures like outsiders? Why wouldn't it affect the Fae? A lot of shit in D&D and Pathfinder are literally made of dragons. Dragons are literally magic-given flesh.
Okay, Lundy, you read to the end of that last one, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit you with both barrels.
Oh, I can't fucking wait. All right. You sent both of these to me. Okay. All right, we are now copy pasting chat messages with the names truncated. And now the GM has gone off the deep end. GM, you suspect it is the stone's material, like kryptonite. Me. Wait. So there's no enchantment over it. It's purely from what the stone is made out of. GM, no, it looks like kryptonite, made out of a good conductor and having a spell cast on it. Or maybe it did not.
Fucking what?
No, not only from what the stone is made out of, because as a mage, you know that all magic is based on electricity. Me.
What?
What? GM, as that is how magic communicates. That is the real world. Even love spells work on electricity. But this stone is a good
This
conductor.
reminds me of like
You guys should
What a-
probably at some point pause and explain how this is retarded for everyone.
this reminds me of like one of those like little Tumblr things where people reply to each other. Where somebody was talking about how if we didn't know about electricity and you just had electricity in like a book,
Mhm.
it would be the most nonsensical fucking magic system ever. It's like, wait, so you're telling me you can pour water on some rocks and the rocks make steam and that can power a flying machine? That can power this magical tablet that gives you access to all of the information in the world and pornography?
So for everyone out there who doesn't know anything about D&D, this is pretty retarded, is what you're saying.
This is like, I mean, we're getting
Oh,
outside of the bounds.
we're not even at the bounds of like why it's retarded in terms of D&D.
This motherfucker thinks electricity is magical.
Yeah.
He probably gets actually scared during thunderstorms and starts sacrificing chickens because he thinks the gods are angry again.
Number one, there's no love spells
Yes.
in D&D. There's charm person, but that's not actually
Yeah, there's
love
rape
spell.
spells.
You're saying he's
I
gonna
mean,
go find it.
technically, the elixir of love is an item.
You're saying this guy is gonna
Filter
pick
away,
up
yeah,
a
yeah.
Coke bottle and try to find a cliff.
But
So
you
you're
still
telling me
need to
that.
know charm spells to make the elixir of love.
Yeah, and,
Was
and,
a-
and-
Step
and
was
just
a
and
D&D
even
guy, right?
generally speaking, like these aren't like potions aren't.
Actually, you know what, Lundy?
electricity involved in them.
Actually, Lundy, you're gonna hate me because now I'm coming around on this guy's side because I just thought of something.
Why?
Think about it. When you're into somebody, it's a magnetic attraction, and magnetism is part of the electromagnetism spectrum.
Okay, but Matt, he's saying all spells communicate to each other using electricity.
I mean, maybe there's like
Okay,
lights.
even if we just go with Pokemon logic here, how do you get fucking spells that affect the Earth that's, grounded if it's all electricity based?
Well, you see, fuck you. Anyways,
Alright.
you took this outside of the realm of D&D. We're talking about Pokemon now, which is a
I know,
completely
but here's
different.
the other deal.
Pokemon
Here-
aren't magic. There's no magic type.
Yeah,
Those are
they're psychic, that's
biological
magic.
abilities.
They're psychic. That's magic. Fairy's magic.
Fairy's not magic.
Fairy's magic.
Fuck off.
The GM is.
If fairy's
appears to
magic, why isn't
believe
dragon
in
magic?
The GM appears to believe in real magic, is what the GM believes in.
Which is
What I
always... I don't know if you've ever experienced this, Lundy, but... that is a special kind of fucking hell, having a DM who actually believes in real magic.
Yeah, and like believes that like the shit that you're doing can be done in real life.
Because they always try to complicate the game with their own fucking belief system, and it's just like... none of this... like you're saying right now, it's like... this is completely unbalanced. None of this makes any fucking sense. Like, I actually thought the DM was going to have a little bit of a turnabout here when he started mentioning like it's the material, where it's like, okay, that could be an interesting campaign hook, where it's like there's some fucked up rocks out there that can completely fuck over magic. You can build a whole fucking campaign around that idea.
Yeah.
But no, he chose the dumbest possible path to go down.
Trying to find your
place.
Yeah.
Look for
Thank you.
kryptonite.
So the GM says, as that is how magic communicates, that is the real world. Even love spells work on electricity, but this stone is a good conductor. Me. Hold on. GM, like from somewhere else. Me. Hold on. All magic in this world runs on electricity. GM, yes. Air element. Well, but how? How does your body communicate the spell? Says the GM. Me. Does it work off the electrolytes in people's bodies? GM. It conducts from atom to atom and then realizes your goal. Me.
Well, Lundy, think about this. Like, when your muscles move, that's because of electricity in your body. And when you breathe to say expel component, you're using air. What is the air element associated with? Electricity. This guy might actually be onto something.
Wind, but whatever. You could have mentioned this earlier, GM. I thought it was obvious. I made my own branch of magic. I thought it was obvious. That's just how real magic works, not changes. Just
Look,
facts of how it works.
I'm going to say this, and this goes for both DMs and players. It is never obvious what you're fucking doing. This is, and Lundy, I'm sure you can speak from experience with this. I know this has happened to you, where you've designed a puzzle where it's like a 5-year-old could actually solve this.
Yes, I have had that
And it
happen.
takes literal days, actual real-world days, because it takes multiple sessions for a party to figure something out. I've been one of those people, because as a player, you tend to fucking overcomplicate things in your brain.
Well, you overcomplicate things because like magic is a thing that exists, and you have to take account for that, and that like makes like like what would have been a very small amount of possibilities a massive amount of possibilities that is difficult to test because obviously magic.
And then DMs, like, they fuck up on just like
DMs fuck
Yeah,
up all the time in providing the correct amount of information that you need in order to even figure out what the puzzle
a lot of
is.
DMs are really bad at fence posts and things, which is why people tend not to explore rooms a lot.
Other player, dude, either you have a very peculiar sense of how the natural world works, or I don't even know. GM, for you, tell me then. Other player, in real life, it doesn't. There's no such thing as magic. Much as I wish there may be. GM, I'm a witch, a heretic. Other player, these days, witch is really just a religion. However, no Wiccan I'm familiar with will tell you that the trendy fondle slap and iPhone are magic.
Actually, Wiccan and witch are not synonymous with one another.
GM, I make magic work, truly.
Ominous.
Very.
I used the magical in the air to get that bullet that hit Charlie Kirk perfectly in the neck. I transformed the ley lines under
We
Utah
disavow.
to perfectly go into Charlie Kirk's neck.
We disavow.
No.
I don't disavow shit. Come after me,
We have
bitches.
to-
I
we
live in a
have-
fucking state where I
Lundy.
can kill you.
We have to turn down the temperature.
Look, the frog's alright bold at this point. Its fucking bones are turning to glue. There's no going back. Like, just fuck it. Embrace the dark and fear not. Goat's like,
Continue,
okay,
Lundy.
I'm gonna mark that down for something that needs to be cut from this episode.
No, we're gonna cut
I'll
the
do
rest of the episode out and then just have
And
that. as a dog.
yeah.
Just a special message from Napalm.
You remember we did that at one point? It was just you saying, if you're like this and you're fucking sad, kill yourself.
Yeah.
I just put
Like-
the more you know sound in the background.
I mean, to be fair, that was before things.
No, wait.
This-
It was if you're really crying about this and if your life is shit, then that means God doesn't love you.
Yeah. You're God's least favorite fucking child. Which is saying something because people like Chris Chan exist. God loves Chris Chan more than he loves you.
He did give him pussy.
Some sweet, sweet octogenarian pussy. Just because the rapper has a couple of wrinkles doesn't mean the candy's not as
Lundy,
sweet.
go for the love of God.
Oh, I'm sorry that I
All
view
the things done.
elderly
You need to send me
women.
more shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna keep talking about how elderly women are sexual beings that we should respect as such.
All right, Ben Franklin.
rape.
Look, man, have you ever felt elderly pussy hair? It's like a well-worn blanket on a cold winter's morn.
I hate you. Jesus Christ, your GM is completely fucking insane. Tell him to get help. Do it. Break his mind. It's all he deserves. GM. How does your body communicate the spell? Me. Does it work off the electrolytes in people's bodies? GM. It conducts from atom to atom and then realizes your goal. Me. You could have mentioned this earlier. GM. I thought it was obvious. Green text. GM. I thought it was obvious.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, your body connects the spells from atom to atom.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
are you ready?
Ready.
Matthew,
Yes.
Are- ready?
This got left off with him saying, I make magic work truly.
Yeah.
So I am ready for whatever the fuck this is going to turn into.
Hey, Lundy,
What's up?
you're not.
I am.
You're not.
This is the GM's 1,070 page political / magical manifesto, apparently filled with all sorts of insanity.
Wow.
1,070 pages.
They then include certain quotes. I will not attempt to read the entirety of this fucking thing, but I will be lazy and just read green text. Would you like to hear some quotes from this manifesto?
No, but we're gonna get them anyway, so.
I would love to hear some quotes.
The ideas presented in this book are progressive. If they seem to be wrong, that is because they defy the status quo.
I am already dreading anything that comes next after that disclaimer.
I believe that ghosts exist in the fourth dimension or so. People have been to the fourth dimension magically to see them, and that can be verified soon by science.
When did this come out?
2013.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not soon enough. I want to see a
Apparently.
ghost.
You can all fly and teleport, and I will explain to you how it works too. If everything is based on energy, being electrons making up carbons, you could use your mental energy, your mental energy to change things. You can do anything you want to if you figure it out, but I will explain the good things to you.
If you figure it out, you can do anything you want to. I guess that's true.
First of all, you need to excite the energy inside of you. You can do this with your mind. You need to breathe in and out, firstly to excite the static in the air around you. Then you need
I'm gonna try this.
to imagine electrons flowing in through your mouth into your body where it will become one with your nervous system. Your nervous system is based on electricity that is based on electrons. So if you likely feel a bit uncomfortable for a while, but even when eating you absorbed other electrons from your food, but that is not static. Static is electricity based on atoms in gaseous form. So they are smaller and more flexible. Absorbing this energy puts you in contact with the energy around you all over the universe. And then you can become
Okay,
one
I had
with
to
the
stop because I was about to pass out. It's getting really lightheaded.
flying. You can fly by imagining gravitons turning to hot air that rises around you. You form a carpet to fly on based on hot air or heavy air that has mass. as things with mass have weight and displace other
Okay,
things.
okay. We're getting outside of the realm of fucking D&D. That's not how fucking hot air works.
Then you
Cold-
imagine,
Cold air is more dense. That's
Matt.
why hot air rises. It's less dense.
This manifesto has nothing to do with D&D.
Look,
then you imagine the air around you becoming heavy. In fact, you are making it heavy with being tuned into the universe. You can make changes in the universe, especially close to you. So you fly around in an invisible bubble, basically figuring it out by yourself. Don't cancel it while you are up. Shape changing.
you know what, this is the kind of person I wouldn't mind the current regime doing
Putting
something
in
with.
column.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna repeat it just so everyone.
Insane asylum gas
No, I
oven.
heard you go.
He didn't. Matthew,
Yes.
shape changing.
Okay, here we go.
Is
I want to be a
This is like-
skinwalker.
this like druid shape changing? Like you just turn to animals, or are you able to like make yourself bigger or like enlarge yourself
Well-
to make yourself a giant? Like
Allow him to explain. With this by far the easiest one to do.
oh,
You
good.
picture what you want to look like, and then imagine your DNA changing into that based on your mental description of it.
Oh
You
my
take-
god, this person's literally like the fucking, when will my reflection reflect who I really am on the inside? Like they're looking into the mirror and they're like a 9-foot tall lizard man with a double-headed penis or something.
You take a picture on the outside, and the electrons form to be that form, hair color, height, and so forth. I suggest, though, that you stay the same size as you are, because you will require extra atoms to become bigger.
You
And
hear
then
that,
you'll-
all you fucking manlets out there? Fucking, you're short because you're not breathing enough.
You
You're
simply
not
take a
wishing hard enough.
Yeah,
You simply take a figment, which is an electrical charge, and then replicate it into something that you recognize the DNA of. Possibly looking into a biology textbook will help you. If you see all things, your mind send them.
by the
Send
way,
it.
I got a really bad shock at the fucking doctor's office.
You deserved it. What happened?
So, found out my weight, which, like, yeah, that didn't shock me.
Oh, I thought he literally just stuck his finger into an
No,
envelope.
It's, when they took my height, they were like 5'8". I was like, nah, that can't be right.
Oh my god, Matt's shorter than us by
We've done that for a
What?
while.
I thought he was like 6 foot.
No, your brain is retarded.
Nah,
I
because
forgot.
like I said, I got the Andre the Giant fucking, Beast Titan build, where I have the long torso and the long arms and the short legs.
Okay, we're leaving off the important bit though, Matt. What did the scale cry out to you?
Oh, 280.
280.
So I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. They even,
I don't know.
the real big problem was, and I told him not to tell me it, but, the nurse
Blood
did
pressure.
not look happy after the blood pressure.
Uh-oh. You're gonna have a stroke.
Yeah?
Fucking
And?
idiot. Take a pill, dumbass.
Look, man, you're talking to the guy who was like, you know, it'd be a good death of rabies.
Hey,
And had to be talked into getting the rabies shots.
I got 3 years left of this podcast. Minimum, faggot.
Look, man, I'm probably not going to have the stroke until at least 45. You got, you
Dumb
got,
fuck.
definitively, you got minimum 5 more years of me.
Lundy, you bully him for a minute while I take a sip.
I ain't
I
going to
need
work.
you to not fucking die, Matt. Like just as long as possible.
I'll try.
No, you won't. That's the
Look,
issue. Is that you're not
look,
trying.
I'm trying
all.
right now.
You're like fucking. You're like fucking like oh, vaccines? Yeah, no, that sounds like work.
That's great.
Look, I get all my viruses direct from bird eggs. I got really high before I went.
Quit smoking
Which
so many.
actually, in theory, probably could explain the blood pressure.
I don't know about that. Smoking weed raising your blood pressure?
I mean, it's smoking.
Still,
Yeah.
Raise
relaxant.
blood
No.
pressure.
No.
Look, Lundy, as long as you've known me, and as high as I get consistently around you, would you say weed has ever relaxed me?
I'd say when you're really high, you are pretty chilled out.
Oh, interesting one, dude. Listen to this.
Mhm.
The increase in blood pressure is usually temporary and occurs within minutes of smoking marijuana. However, repeated usage of cannabis can lead to chronic increases in blood pressure.
Really?
This is especially true for people who smoke marijuana frequently or in large amounts.
See? Probably should have taken that hit before I went to the doctor.
That's 'cause-
Or I guess by what the goat's saying, it doesn't matter. Just toke up, fuck it. Damage is done.
Wait, so you're telling me I can just
Yeah.
kill at any time? Fuck
Wait,
yeah!
you're telling me that that I increase my blood pressure a little bit by smoking weed all the time? Well, I might as well continue to smoke even more weed because I don't see why not. You're telling me my calories are way too fucking high? Well, you know what? Whatever shortened lifespan I've gotten from that is already shortened, so feed me another loaf of bread.
That's Bill Dauterive in the trans fats episode where they get rid of trans fats, so he just stuffs his face with 0-calorie fucking snack cakes. 40
Look, it says 0 calories.
Look, to try to derail this, maybe our magic
Oh,
friend
you got
has
you
some
now.
cure to this. We had soup last night.
When's the last time a vegetable has touched those lips, big boy?
I ate a cantaloupe today.
That is not what I asked.
That's a fruit. Fruits and vegetables are the same thing.
You did not learn from the Wiggles.
Of course I didn't. They didn't exist when I was a child.
You were too busy trying to fuck the octopus. Meanwhile, I was over there with the pirate learning how to make fruit salad. And you know what? I was still fucking fat. But at least I tried.
I tried less and I weigh less, so
Well, my blood pressure is normal because I take one low-dose pill once a day.
well, fuck you.
When's your next, actual doctor's appointment?
Oh,
Oh, you fucking cunt. Go make a fucking appointment at the beginning of the year, dumb. Okay. Let's forget about the problems with this retard and go back to
Focus on the problems with this other retard.
yes. It's just
yeah.
Matt's
Let's end the intervention.
Matt
by the way,
quits.
Matt, I hope you
Matt-
understand that we are comparing you to this person as if you are comparable beings.
Well, you know
Remember-
what? I believe in magic now, like a young girl should.
There is so we've talked about magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna jump back in there a little bit. There is a way to generate a social security without using money in lines. You can issue them with a bank account and then place the money into it. You simply contact the police to see if they are still alive or something, and that nobody is stealing them or the state. Or
What?
you could issue them credit cards to see what they are spending their money on. The credit card will be useful at any time and any place an elderly person might go, like a supermarket.
So okay. Let me get this straight, Goat.
Yep.
We went from D&D to magic is real and it's electricity
Yep.
to now identity theft.
Matt, would you like to hear what the first? I'm not even gonna read the full fucking thing because it's too much. Would you like to hear how his magic manifesto started?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Money and economics, stock trading, trading stocks, monopolizing and chaining, taxing blue stocks, yo-yo trading, business recycling, Blind investment. You would like that one, Matt. Forecasting. Job creation. Actual entrepreneurship. Reserve stocks. Magic rocks. Plans for capital. And then eventually, sunrise, sunset, and
This is a motherfucker you could literally trick with a handful of beans. Be like, hey, you ever read Jack and the Beanstalk? You want to kill a giant?
Imagine he's actually a millionaire, Matt.
No. I'm rejecting that idea right off the bat.
Listen, I have seen some retarded ass fucking millionaires, man.
When you say seen, do you mean currently DM for?
Yes.
Or do you mean you look in DMs with Nick?
Well, that too, yeah. And Nick wouldn't even fucking deny that.
Well, I mean, Nick has an excuse.
He has brain cancer at one point.
Yeah, he had to fucking get his frontal lobe fucking taken out with an ice cream scoop, like they were trying to give Ren Hoek fucking abs.
I don't know that. Nick has an IQ of 40 now. He's mentally retarded.
Yeah.
For all these years, he's been stupid the entire time. We just let him believe he's a smart person.
Why do you think he likes numbers so much?
Yeah. He likes thinking.
Let's him have an illusion.
He pretends that numbers individually are pieces of candy, and that's why he's so interested.
Yeah, numbers are his friends.
Yeah. I love Mr. 4 and Mr. Multiplication symbol.
I'm really mad at 7 now. Why are you mad at 7, Nick? 7, 8, 9.
Why not do the whole state system like this? Instead of using auto tellers and seeing them get ripped off, enter a cashless society. Everyone will be issued with a credit card which will eliminate corruption.
So, just social credit.
What do you
Literally,
think?
they invented magical social credit.
No more lines. No more armed robberies of banks. No more drugs. No more people running up debt at a casino or a loan shark.
My god, this person's fucking Mobius.
You answer for what you spend your money on, as it gets checked both ways by a simple computer program. Total credit society, honest, clean, cared for. You know what? I take it all back. I'm sorry I've wasted your time, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah?
We've been pissing around in the useless horse shit when we should have been getting back to the actual important aspects of this, which is the magic.
Magic is what makes a girl's heart sing.
You know what else makes a girl's heart sing?
Your mom?
Rape? Rape is when someone sexually assaults someone. This usually involves some sort.
Oh, wait! This is a section in the manifesto?
Men rape women because they want sex. To clean up rape, and the army feed them hormone-dampening substances that make them totally unaroused. Also, put in some sweetener, maybe package it in some baked beans or something so it's psychologically good for men.
They just saw the episode of Beavis and Butthead where they ate the saltpeter.
Or we could try to sell a new deodorant for women that gives off a smell that makes men turn off. To limit the rape to a men's wrestling.
Hey, ladies. How about you start smelling like fucking, dog shit? Dude won't want to rape you. New from Calvin Klein.
How about selling those pepper sprays at prices and places like condoms?
This is... You know what? I will say this. I'm glad they're not advocating for rape. Knowing the track record of this show and the people we've highlighted.
Good thing actual rape isn't being advocated for. That's the takeaway.
I mean, look, man. You grade these things on a curve.
Sometimes foreshadowing is a literary device you use. when want to be spitting facts. Hey, Lundy.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Yeah, there you go. We gotta go.
Also, if okay, here's the thing, right? If magic is real,
Mm-hmm.
why can't
Why
the
is
women
rape
just
a thing?
use magic against the men to not be raped?
Now, I need you to shut the fuck up because
Look.
I am back. I know, not because of what you're saying, but because of what I am reading right now.
Oh, do go ahead.
The plot thickens. GM, how old are you? Me.
Oh no!
Why do you want to know? GM, almost like Agatha. Because I am a rapist. Smiley face.
This is what happens when I give somebody a modicum of fucking credit on this show. It immediately comes back and just bites me in the throat.
It
Matt,
gets
did you
better.
learn nothing from the
It gets
Luigi
better.
episode? Never be nice.
It gets better.
I keep making that mistake.
Listen,
Other player.
you know, I dislike sexual assault as much as the next guy. That's some bad stuff. Rape, boo, don't like it. But
Other player.
I just had to get that one out.
Not cool. GM, just kidding. Frowny face. Smiley face. Other player. Okay. GM, flat face. Frowny face.
I like how that one guy was just came in and was like,
Hey, champ, that's really interesting. Next time, keep it to yourself.
GM, I am a fat guy. I like Catwoman, except with an F. Oh, by the way, are any of you overweight? I mean, for real?
somehow even though I've been saying this entire time, I feel like fucking Peter when he came in with Quagmire that one time. It's like, who the hell fucking starts a conversation like this? I just sat down.
Other player. That's a rather insensitive question to ask, isn't it? GM. Well, if you pray to Venus for a higher metabolism, that'll get you thinner. I'm a witch, too.
Now I'm really worried about why they know so much about identity theft.
Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Boys go to Venus so they can see the penis.
Honestly, I mean, we're hitting all cylinders right now. I'm a rapist. I'm fat. I like fat women. I'm a witch. Like, all in the span of one post.
You want me to fucking you want a little bit of spice on top of that dish?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, this is like already just Indian curry, and you're like, you know what this could use? A habanero.
Hey Matt, what's the most retarded thing that could happen right now?
Don't put this evil on me, Goat. I don't want to predict something. Because I'm scared it might be true.
Do it.
Just this once tonight, just once. Just predict what's gonna happen. You'll never guess in a million years how fucking retarded.
Okay, let's see. I got rapist and witch on the bingo card.
Yeah.
And also fat nerd.
Yeah, fat. I mean, look,
Cubby Chaser as well.
yeah. They're a dungeon
nothing
master.
wrong with
Fat
that.
goes with the fucking territory.
True.
Nothing wrong with a big bitch.
Defensive all of a sudden.
Shut up.
I'm gonna say
I'm beautiful at any size.
I'm gonna say, and this is a blast from the past, they're
Mhm.
gonna start talking about their previous lives, where they were an angel, a wolf, a manticore, and a tiger.
I just love how wrong he was. Go ahead, Lundy.
GM, do you want to use Mythweavers or just email me the character? Email redacted. It's my mom's email. The GM is also crazy enough to hand out their mother's email address instead of their own.
Oh no, why don't they have their own email address?
That's a good ass motherfucking question.
Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm smiling too hard to screenshot.
Man, this is a classic episode.
Can you see why I was fucking holding my dick in my hand for the past 3 weeks?
GM, don't you know how to generate $7 million with a cell phone?
No.
Well, it's a spell with your cell to get money from the sylphs. I think it works.
Okay. I don't know what point to address first. The sylphs? Or I think it works.
People tell me it works unless they're joking.
This is a guy who earnestly tried the free money from like you know the thing that was going around for a while on TikTok like last year, where people were like, "Oh, you can get free money from the bank," and it's like, no. And if the bank finds out you've actually committed a felony, and they will go after you.
Do you know what a sylph is, by the way?
Wind
Yeah,
spirit.
it's a wind spirit.
Okay, just wanted
So
to make sure.
it's I think in the context of D&D, they're like minor wind elementals or fae. I forget if they're fae.
They're kind of fayish.
Because I had to look it up because I wasn't sure if this was more history retarded or more D&D retarded.
It's D&D retarded.
It's also history retarded because
Sure,
you gotta
the self-care
remember,
Gaelic
like
stuff.
90% of the the monster manual is like just creatures from actual like mythology, but with a spit shine.
Generally speaking. Do you want to hear how my girlfriend became a billionaire? First, she made a song for me, then she played it for me.
That's it. Those were the 2 steps.
I married this woman in ESP.
Slow the fuck down. You married her in ESP?
Don't know. ESP is like psychic shit. So he married her in his head.
Yeah, it's like electric sensory phenomena or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm sorry it wasn't the open ballroom for $15,000, Mom. I married her in my mind.
She presented games on TV /. She plays Quake 3 with me. I love her. She likes to kill me. Smiley face.
Would you like to know where
Is this person having an episode like?
He's been having a full series right now,
Because
Matt.
again, I'm not looking at the stuff, so I'm just assuming like all of these messages are like one after the other. No
Would you
time
like
in between.
Would you like
Just
a curveball on top of it?
Basically, everything from "I'm a rapist" until now has just been one long fucking piece
One
of
stream of consciousness.
Yes.
Hey, would you guys like to know where this guy is from?
No, I'm
Germany.
really worried. Because
He's not from Virginia. Not from Virginia.
We already got Chris Chan and myself. The state
No,
doesn't
it's
need
the
more.
it's the most beautiful place he could be from, Matt.
Alabama.
Ohio.
Bundy, can you check the group chat? I'm gonna send this. Just start reading immediately.
Okay.
This is one I don't think they grabbed this, but this made me smile a lot when I read
There's a lot of war in Africa, and there are many solutions I have proposed.
No. We need to read this in the proper. By the way, this is a white Dutch South African.
Oh,
so we're clear.
Oh no. He's a Boer.
War in Africa. There's a lot of war in Africa, and there are many solutions I have proposed in the past. But then maybe we need new ones.
Lundy was about to do it, but then he remembered he's grounded from racist tonight.
I am.
Actually,
no funny voice for you.
Actually, he's Dutch.
Yeah, you know what? This is my. You move on over, little boy.
Okay, you go be Dutch. a Dutch
Well, I'm
South
not.
African.
That's not what he's gonna do. We both know that, Lundy.
I'm aware.
Give me one moment here. There is a lot of war in Africa, and here are my many solutions I have proposed to the past. But then maybe we need new ones? If the state were to armor their vehicles in layers of lightweight bulletproof glass, they could just run the enemy down, as the militants don't have access to that. Or if they did, they could be a stalemate and then they would slow down. Even if you fire a rocket at such a vehicle, it would only dent the glass, so that an aggressive approach. That is
With
an
that
aggressive
voice, this literally does sound like something Nick Mullen just came up with off the top of his head. I'm just like, we make the killdozer to kill the tribals.
I also propose that the citizens be organized into poisoning the enemy, or be smuggled chloroform so that they could put the soldiers to sleep and steal their weapons. There is no real danger or bombs going off in cities, as the fighting doesn't flow into the cities usually yet. If they were to adhere to genocide, then they would see that they are killing innocent people, the people they want to support them in the future. Also, if they want to kill somebody or make their lives hard, it should be pointed out to them that their families are no better that they fight for. The country is a mess. Build it better. The soldiers won't get paid better or get promoted. So it must be personal. And being personal, it should take noted that you should not stand on.
Why are you gay?
That's the only appropriate reaction to this.
Just picture this guy in like a tricked out, wacky racer fucking wizard buggy, just trying to run down some African militants, being like,
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Actually, since he's a white Dutch South African, would he sound like Elon Musk?
oh yeah.
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 It sounds like the most racist Dracula.
How far did you get? Did you read that last one all the way? I'm sorry. We got the
I think
ESP.
we're at halfway. So she plays Quake 3 with me. I love her. She likes to kill me. Smiley face. Then one day I saw her on TV and she looked ugly as hell. And then I asked her why, and she told me it was the makeup. LOL. Takes it off, pretty again. I would fire my wardrobe.
Okay, so he's in a make pretend
He is a
relationship.
girlfriend and wife, like interchangeably here throughout the course of this.
I'm imagining that fucking Garum video where he's like, Katy Perry, I finally got a job at McDonald's. You don't ever have to work again. I can take care of you.
Lundy,
Mhm.
if you had to assume what the next bit of this would be, what would come to your mind? Take a look and take Destiny by its hand.
Lo and behold, this GM has graced us with their 2 homebrew RPGs.
Oh, delightful.
Now,
Going by the links here, it looks like one of them is Legions Revamped and Societal games.
would you like to hear at least from the fundamental basics of one of the games?
Is this gonna turn into another Fatal thing?
Nakedness is where you have shown yours and they have not shown theirs.
Okay. Wait. So if you're naked and they're naked, you're not actually naked?
I think they're taking a very philosophical stance to what naked is here. I think they're kind of using naked as like a vulnerability.
Hygiene. When a character has a hygiene that is low, they will bond more with people that have a similar hygiene desire. If they look dirty, then others that are dirty will like them more, and so forth. This is another adjustable statistic where they may choose their status due to hygiene. Typically, most people do not have a high hygiene, so if you want to fit in, you should be dirty too. But it is desired to keep yourself clean, as you will look more beautiful in a pretty way as if you were a model or so, or someone appealing to someone else due to primal instinctive health recognition. Many peoples have a desire for someone that fits into their culture, so natives from the jungle will look for someone fat and dirty as someone that fits in, and people that live on the riverbanks will like someone clean and tanned, reminding them of what is quote-unquote proper.
He's a fat fuck though, right? So is he from the jungle?
I think I can answer this with this next section, Matt. Lundy, would you mind welcoming us to a new world?
Sure.
Okay. Because I'm a dumb gay faggot, right?
Yeah. As we all know.
And I need you to pause my brain hole. My brain is an egg, Lundy, and it must be paused.
Boo.
Who?
Go. Spreading
Yeah.
HIV if you are infected. In South Africa, there was a certain Mr. Williams that has spread HIV among the women he slept with after he knew he was positive. Is there a law against having sex? Everyone has a right to intercourse. If someone has crabs or something, they do not go to jail for doing the same. But this is a life-threatening disease. There is a cure for HIV. Salt.
I thought for a second they were gonna, talk about the actual preventatives and maybe cures.
This is what RFK recommends when you fuck instead of a condom.
It absorbs all your blood cells and you poop it out. You poop out all your blood when you eat salt. Just drink lots of water to replace them. Now, seeing how he's in trouble and there will be no epidemic from people wanting to spread AIDS, as they do have humanity and therefore doesn't want to spread the disease, it is safe to say this guy's off the hook. It's fine. Nobody else wants to do this anyway, and you can cure it with salt, so who cares?
Can you argue with the logic?
I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not even going to fucking bother.
I still can't get it over salt cures HIV.
Because it absorbs your blood and you poop it out. You poop out the HIV blood, Matt.
Do you remember the commercial with the old ladies and Facebook and all that shit was still relatively new, and the one lady was like, "Oh, this is my wall. This is my thread," and it's just a bunch of shit on the wall.
Yeah.
And the one old lady starts shit talking to her, and she's like, "I'm banning you now. I'm blocking you." And she's just like, "That's not how any of this works. That's how I feel right now. That's not how any of this works."
See, this is what happens when you try to argue against this logic. You get brain broken by how
Look,
retarded it is.
The
There's no point.
electric magic is electricity. Okay, fine. I can get over that one.
You're fine with that. That's fine. That's whatever.
You can't have two completely bullshit, insane opinions.
Wait, what do you mean? You can't have two? You're limited
No.
to one?
Yes.
You can only dual wield.
I forget which fantasy writer said it, but they said, I think it was Harlan Ellis. But
You picked the most hissy little fuck to choose to quote from that.
I don't know if it was him. It might not be. It might be somebody else. But they said when it comes to writing a sci-fi story, you get one bullshit. You get one thing you don't have to explain. As long as you explain how everything else works, you're good. And you can have your one bullshit thing. You can't do that. You can't keep getting away with this.
So, I've been linked another thing. And Matt, I think you're going to be interested in what this has to say.
Oh, god damn it. Let's go. Let's roll.
Green text. Bitch and moan about ridiculous play. He sends his DMPC to grab me out of the way and scold me for wanting loot. Quote, you then see this come out. Green text. He pulls out a pit demon. Rape player. I want to rape it.
Ugh.
DM. You fail, but on the way, your tentacle monster pulls 9,000 gold from the mimic chest.
What is even fucking happening now?
Green text. Everyone hears this, and suddenly every character is disregarding a pit demon asking for tithes and are instead heading to the chest they just now notice. Players get loot aplenty from a dragon bone sword, epic level mythic spells from a level 1 scaled mimic chest. So this is apropos of absolutely fucking nothing, by the way, Matt, but I am curious about something.
Yeah.
To kind of get your head on something that's a little bit more rational. In terms of your preferred GM philosophy, I have seen both ends of the spectrum on this. There are GMs who are like, no, I don't scale anything. You encounter what I've already set up for you when you do. If you're level 13 and I had some level 1 bandits over in this particular spot and you approach them, then you're fighting level 1 bandits when you're fucking level 13. And then, so that's one extreme of the spectrum. And then the other extreme is, no matter what level you are, I will always make sure every fight is harder than the last. And I will make sure that you will fucking have to scrimp and fucking suffer for every possible victory, because that is the only way that you can have fun. That's the other extreme. Which way do you go? Which way would you sort of slide?
I felt like I prefer the former.
Hmm.
Because that's like real life. Like, you go into the woods, you're gonna be fighting a bunch of, like, level 1 deer and fucking raccoons and shit. But you go onto a military base, you're gonna be fighting a bunch of level 15 fighters with automatic weapons.
I tend to agree.
Okay, so
Unfortunately, I've had people who are much
I
more
think
of the
there's
latter.
something a little more in the middle where it's like, yeah, there's probably some places you can scale up, like if you got like one like centerpiece dungeon that like everything's building towards, it's like, yeah, you should probably scale that up, like when the party gets there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you thought it was going to take 10 levels for the party to get there, but it takes them 15, it's like, yeah, go ahead, like, scale it up a bit.
Yeah, my 3.5 GM is very much of the latter case, where he does. It doesn't really matter what level we are or what we're doing. He just looks at our stats and he's like, okay, whatever your maximum amount of 2 hit is, I'm going to be putting things that you have to hit like a 15 or higher to hit them.
See, as a player, I'm like the rare breed where I will min-max the fuck out of a character, but I also do enjoy role-playing.
gentlemen, if you do not mind, I
You'd
would
like us
like
to return
to.
back to the crazy?
Well,
Yeah.
it has to do with what you're talking about, actually. You were talking about GM or DM or whatever
Yeah.
other bullshit. And
GM is the non-trademark term.
Yeah.
I was wondering,
GM
Lundy,
is the broader term.
from a quote unquote professional perspective on this,
Uh-huh.
would you mind rating his style of narration? We have
do
a
we
transcript
an
as well.
example? Okay.
Yes.
All right. An example of the GM style of narration. GM. The mailman looks at her and smirks. He thinks he is quite the royal king, he does. You think? Then he pushes past you. You remember something, someone saying that the mail house was full of gay men at some time. So maybe he was not taken as he was, you know? Smiley face.
What would you rate that?
I'm gonna give that a 0 out of 10. Not clear. Instructions unclear. Dick ended up in a fam.
Tough but fair.
Green text. The demon leaves for no reason given, and the quest ends, and the warden gives out loot and experience randomly.
I can tell you the meta reason why the demon left.
Why?
Because the DM fucked themselves, and then they're like, oh, well, I guess I don't need the pet demon here since they're not paying attention to it anymore, because I gave them a bunch of goodies.
His combat is strange. We move and other enemies move on our turn as well. Reflex saves are apparently dodges, even without improved reflexes. Anything can happen. Try and steal from something, suddenly a guard. Want to shoot a poison dart at something, randomly a dog jumps out of nowhere in the fucking way and gets hit. Despite being hidden and in a fucking crypt. What is the dog doing down here?
Okay. So, a lot of the next bits here are segments again. Some people were kind enough to get some very interesting bits, as we've been reading a little bit of. And we're just going to try to barrel through as many as possible in the next 30 minutes. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's talk about energy. Go, Lundy, go.
If we need new energy sources, we should look for something that is non-perishable, something carbon-based and widely available. Liquids. For this, we need to use fruit. Fruit is highly available and also has a lot of energy and protein-wise, so will burn nicely. Sugar is also a good idea, as it is full of fuel for our bodies, so will do well for the cars or whatever we use it for. Mud would also be a good idea, as it is a water mixed with a carbon solid, and it would lead to a fuel that is based on Earth, which is full of nutrients, unless it is desert sand. But adding the water or oil will make it full of things to burn.
So he's saying you should eat dirt. Because dirt is a good fuel.
No, he's saying we should put mud in our cars.
Oh, I'm sorry. How ridiculous of me.
Yeah, Matt, he's not that fucking stupid. Like, come on.
Exactly. Just look at how he views his local people's plights.
I'm gonna hate whatever this is, for sure. Green text. So you might think about all the suffering in the world, like the poverty in Africa, for example. Well, the poverty in Africa is caused by the ripples from the input of technology into their lives. Think of how balanced their world was before they knew about markets. That input had a bad effect on primitive engine, skipping certain steps in the evolution towards that level of thinking or input. You see they had to force come into their lives. And naturally, wanted to be a part of the better way of living. They then stuck diesel into a steam engine, and the result was horrible. They abandoned their way of living and concentrated on earning this thing called money, and that made them forget to teach hunting to their kids, instead telling them to go get jobs. They forgot and no longer were satisfied in the old way of living, and then they became impoverished. Of course the universe was to blame for this, as it is based on scientific reactions, and then they work together. The poverty in Africa originates from the introduction of technology to the continent.
This guy's a South African, by the way.
Wow. You don't say.
Okay, let's get a little more. You know what? I've been teasing fantasy a little bit. Let's talk about dragon creation.
Dragon creation, did you just say?
Dragon creation.
Dragon creation.
Holy fuck. Well, I guess the instructions would be very massive for this.
Just read to a certain until we feel it out, and then we'll go on here. We do have to kill in like 20 minutes, and we don't have much left to go over.
How to make your dragon. To make a dragon, you need a crocodile DNA.
Oh, okay.
When you have that, after you take him out of the action and drain his belly a bit, you will have your strand. Now, the strand is making the crocodile small. So you would need to take the blood and heat them up in a tube so that it will grow bigger. Then the whole crocodile grows bigger, right?
No.
Next, you would need to take the bigger cells and keep them that big. You can do this by freezing the size by exposure to oxygen. And then you will, as magma is exposed to oxygen, see that it will cool down and then become more firm in structure. Then repeat process until you supersize your substance, and it can get bigger and big. Now, you want to shape it before you make it bigger. To do this, you need to take the crocodile DNA and apply a feline or a canine strand to it. This will result in the monster thing. So keep all the reptilian cells, but add the marrow of the canine or feline so that it has more desirable bone structure. Now you want to give it wings. I suggest a bat because it has the same bone marrow as the mammalian type of creature, so they will gel.
You know, I'd be more incensed about this fucking bullshit, but we're already like at the point where it's like, what? This motherfucker believes in magic. Do you think, should I expect them to know how genetics work and gene splicing?
I don't even know what he's referring to when he says DNA. Because like in the first one he's like, you need crocodile DNA, and then it's like you need to empty the crocodile's stomach out and take the strand, whatever the fuck that means.
Lundy, don't you know we all have one strand of DNA, and it's in our tum tums.
I just love him being like, well, all right, now you of course you're making a dragon, so you need wings. Bat. Why not a bat? Why not?
This is like Mad Libs at this fucking point.
This can take a bit of stress release later, but it will be worth it for the dragon, if that is what you want. So, we have our dragon, the pinnacle of human nightmares. But wait, let's make it breathe fire too. What will make it breathe fire? Well, if you were to take some glands that produce spasms in the muscles, then you will have propulsion for the fire that will travel as phlegm through the air forwards. To make fire, you need to tap the nervous system's energy and direct it outwards through the air. This will require an organ at the back of the throat to push it out, and the lungs will keep it going forward with force. To ignite it, you will need to make a super burp sort of thing, where there is the right gases mixing with the right compounds. Non-metals, of course. Things like poop are flammable, but you knew that.
Yeah. That's why we put it in water.
I'm fucking losing it.
All right, hang on. You say you're losing it. I need you to be able to find it. Let's talk about global warming for a second. This is a short one.
Yeah, the global warming is a short one. Why wouldn't it be? Global warming! Global warming can be solved by creating a chemical fire to burn all the monoxide, which is carbon-based. This means we can make as much as we want and burn it up every now and then.
He does know. Why did I say that? I'm a fucking idiot. Continue, Lundy. I don't even want to fucking continue.
Exactly. Yeah. You're where I am right now. It's like, how do you argue against this logic? You don't. You sit there and
every
you be
fucking
mad.
time. Every time there's a new point, it's like, well, no. Let me touch the hot stove again to just to see if this time it's actually hot. Oh fuck, that hurts.
Oh, Matt, let me take your hand off of the stove and put it in the deep fryer, okay?
Alright, so that's something new at least.
Well, we had to teach us about global warming because it's important, right? Climate change is a serious issue. And our children are our future. We agree on this, right?
Yeah.
The children are our...
The children are our future, and global warming is important. Yes.
Matt, do you agree the children are our future?
No.
Well, you should.
To live forever, aging is like a disease caused when the cells stop dividing, called senescence or something. To live forever or younger and regain your youth, you need to inject the blood of younger people that still have dividing cells.
Ingest.
Terribly sorry. Replacing your cells with theirs. Maybe a blood transfusion would work?
Would work too.
Oh, like
other options.
Like another famous South African goal, Peter Thiel.
Let's read a little bit more. Since we're getting into this, we should learn a little more about health. Health is important, guys.
It is very important.
You guys remember the bit about salt and HIV, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Let's delve a little more into it.
Let's explore that idea.
Among others.
1 second, I'm killing squids.
You bastard. I want you to know, Matt, I'm saving the best for last right now.
If salt absorbs all the things in the blood, then could it absorb HIV? I figure that it would, and then you poop it out, but need vitamin supplements to rejuvenate your system. Cancer has natural antibodies to fight it. So by shock treating your system with antibodies from other people, orally ingested, of course, you can easily beat cancer. If you have anthrax, drink milk. It's an anti-acidic thing, and anthrax cells have acidic protection. For lead poisoning, each one's just another button press on Matt. Just another button, just another clip, just another poke.
It's amazing to see somebody whose life was probably changed for honestly the worst the first time they saw a baking soda vinegar volcano.
For lead poisoning, that goes into your cells. Go to a sauna and sweat it out. I would love to be able to like have a conversation with this guy, but like operate on a similar level of like retardation as him to then also argue against him. Like what I sometimes am able to do with you when I tap into it, Matt, just being like,
he's Jeffrey Dahmer, you.
The lead poisoning isn't going to get sweated out because lead is really thick. I mean, have you ever touched lead? It's big. It's too thick to come out of your pore.
See, the problem with that, Lundy, is you pick something that's actually kind of reasonable. Of course you're not going to sweat lead out.
Well, Lundy,
yes, but the reason why is because I'm putting into his mind the image of like lead bricks.
God, Lundy's dying over there.
Big old lead bricks just like traveling in our bloodstream.
Lundy, you should read further to figure out how not to die.
By far the most prolific cure for diseases is simply inhaling flower pollen. Or for shock treatment, boiling the flowers in a pot to allow lots of it to get into your lungs where it's absorbed into your body. I thought that one up by reading about aromatherapy, and then thought, why bees and the like never have diseases?
Oh, hang on, Matt. Let's learn about eating disorders.
Apparently, Lundy's got one over there.
That's a breathing disorder.
Indeed. If you have anorexia, you can watch subliminal videos of thin people eating a lot to cure it.
Mukbangs.
If you want to increase intake even more than you can orally administer for comfort, some hunger hormones.
Shove food up your ass.
If you have diabetes, you can attach a sponge to the nasal cavity of the person so it absorbs all the sugar excess.
This is like Bill Nye after a head-on collision.
No, this is like our doctors putting leeches on our blood saying, you got bad blood. We got to put good blood in you, but we got to take the bad blood out first. That's what this is.
So that guy, what was that one guy from Dr. Oz just saying all of this in front of everyone on the stage while he's debating John Fetterman? And they just cut John Fetterman. He's like, well, he makes some good points.
If you have any neurological disease, like shits, bipolar,
Schizo.
Schizo, bipolar, you can use a natural sedative like butanol diluted for settling the person down. Orally, of course. Or use salts to amplify the electrical communication between the brain and body. I think the problem with schizophrenic people is that there's too much communication between the brain and body.
That's the brain and the other 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 brain.
For Parkinson's, eat a lot of fish. It stimulates your brain into producing more of those things it needs. Those things it needs.
Fish. It's what the brain craves.
At least in the other ones, he tried to say like, like stimulate hunger hormones or fucking shit like that. And this one, he's just like, for Parkinson's, just eat fish. Your brain, it makes the stuff that
Hey, Matt.
it wants.
Matt, how do you
Yeah.
fix cholesterol?
Staring at the sun.
Go ahead, Lundy.
Use stomach acid injected through the bloodstream. That's to clear it all out. Because, we usually digest things that have cholesterol in them. So the stomach acid, that'll clear it all out. Because it'll melt all of it. But it'll leave your blood alone. They'll be fine.
So we're gonna do a couple short ones, and then we have one long finale real quick, and we should be good. Okay.
Alright.
Now, Matt, I was gonna say we're gonna leave the best for last, but I feel like you might actually be offended by this one. I don't know. This is the last of his health tips.
Okay. Rock me, Amadeus.
Go forth, Lundy.
For autism, you can orally
Which
administer
this
some
person
water.
clearly does not have.
Read that one more time, Lundy.
I heard it. Fucking water.
The excess water will conduct electrical impulses more efficiently, especially salt water. If you don't like that, you can also train diseased bacteria to only eat chromosome 21 by isolating the cells in a vat where all they can eat is that. And then they will eat that and then they'll die off. This works for a lot of other diseases too, but use an easily defeated virus.
So, I'm going to point this out in case it's not obvious to anybody out there.
You're going to point something out, are you?
Because, yeah, you yourself might have a 24th chromosome. 24 chromosomes isn't autism. That is Down syndrome.
Sorry, it's not. No. It's not 24, Matt. He said chromosome 21. Get disease-eating bacteria. Get train bacteria that normally cause disease to only eat chromosome 21, and so they'll only eat that. And so you can put them in your body. They'll eat all of that chromosome, and then you'll be fine. And then the disease will just go away because it's been trained to only eat that chromosome. So when there's no more of that chromosome around, there's no more disease.
Fuck you for explaining that twice.
For the last section here, we've gone over health, we've gone over magic, everything. I feel that the most important one to cover, especially with D&D, crime.
Absolutely. As
Now,
we all know, every D&D player is also an avid true crime fan, as well as a police officer
Now, the one thing this
and a
guy
lawmaker.
is very clear on is the importance of being in support of your local police.
All right.
And as we all know, we love our cops, our law, we love our military. They're important.
Rah-rah.
But how do we keep the police motivated and pepped?
I don't know. How do we do that?
Let's find out, Lundy.
New police procedure! The police are under intense stress and need to be rewarded. The easiest way to do this is to throw them a party every month, on payday or the day after, where the state pays for a round for all of them. To compensate for this, they could reduce the number of psychologists that they use, because they will not need them. The psychologists are there to relieve stress, but a bit of exercise is much better for them. Throw monthly parties for the police.
Whatever you do, make sure they don't have a trained medical professional to determine their mental faculties.
Absolutely not. Never do that. That's pointless. They're having parties. When you have parties, you don't get stressed and you don't kill yourself. We all know this.
How you feeling, Matt?
Yeah, that works so well for Hunter S. Thompson.
Let's learn a little bit about crime prevention.
The best way to solve crimes is to have physical evidence of what happened.
You don't fucking say.
On, but how
Holy
do
shit.
How do you?
Guys, watch out. We got Columbo over here.
But Matt, how do you preserve that evidence?
Sometimes there are no witnesses. So, if you take a camera and a computer, you can take the crime scene, take a photo of it, and rewind. Oh, sorry. And rewind it as the light is millions of years old. The actual light reflects off the surfaces of the matter around it.
I
You could
fucking
rewind
can't.
the light.
I can't anymore.
And you could reveal the
I
things
can't.
going on in that place.
We only got two more, baby. Don't worry.
I want to get off of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Mr. Goat's Wild
If you
Rides.
take a picture of a light and you upload it to a computer, you can rewind the picture to see what happened in the last million years. I'm enjoying this immensely.
We've got two more, and then we're good. They're the most important ones.
Important one, number one. Eliminating crimes is possible. If you were to sell lots of locks to doors
Eliminate
for free,
all crimes.
all crimes, eliminating all crimes. If you sell a lot of locks to doors for free, then there would be no break-ins. Set up bars on windows too. That's for home security. To stop hijacks, tell people not to stop. At intersections. Place police at midnight hours instead of having them patrol. Just no, there won't be any hijackings if you just never stop driving.
I'd say this motherfucker has a child's understanding of a world. But I don't think even the most brain-rotted Gen
Lundy.
Alpha dipshit fucking is this stupid. And they're pretty dumb.
Lundy, for the love of God, read the next pair. Matt.
Stop armed robbery at places. Put a metal detector outside the bank or whatever to alert the police.
Whatever.
And then use those locker-style waypoints for them to wait in. What?
You know what? This is how I have to adapt and survive to this shit, Lundy. What if the man's a magic man? What if he has control of the electricity and he just floats his gun above the metal detector?
Stop tax
Checkmate,
evasion.
pagan.
To stop tax evasion, just do it automatically on paychecks.
That's actually a good idea.
To stop harassment,
Just
try
send,
letting
just
everyone.
send the IRS some walking around money. It's like, I like what you guys are doing and keep it up.
To stop harassment, try letting every woman walk around with a cell phone with cameras. I'm sure she'll figure out how to stop it.
I like how his way to reduce harassment is just everyone should harass more. And
Yeah.
we let the women folk figure it out.
You just give them all cameras.
But then again, this is the guy who said women should smell awful so they don't get raped.
Okay, the big finale here. So, we've known a bit about this person so far. Let's try to see, who do you think he would consider enemies in this world?
The non-believers.
Oh, we're in trouble.
See if you can tell what he means through these metaphors and
He's about to come along and bust our bubble.
who could he possibly be referring to with the following writing?
Asabi are the most evil of all the races. They stand like a human being, but usually lithe and weak-looking. They get by stealing and murdering, forming covens inside the city and huddling together for warmth. They like to etch satanic tattoos all over themselves, as they hate everything good, looking down upon it. They are what you would call the Ku Klux Klan of the New World. They
This
like to make
motherfucker
deals
literally
with other
thinks.
races.
This motherfucker literally thinks he lives in the fucking White Wolf world. He fucking thinks he's one of the fucking main protagonists of Mage the Ascended.
So, is Asabi a race in D&D? Just to clarify, I couldn't actually find anything about that.
No.
No, I think they are. And I think in 3rd edition they were connected to Tiamat because they're like Mesopotamian.
Well, Matt, tell me if
Oh,
these...
okay. You are correct about that, Matt, but it's spelled differently. The Asabi that you're thinking of is one S. He's got 2 S's.
Well, you guys tell me if the following characteristics that he's listed seem to match up with them or not. If it's faithful to the rules.
They were kind of skinny, but like I said, they were connected to Tiamat, so they were
Well, yeah, just
less human and just more dragon.
We'll elucidate this a little bit further, Matt. Asabi like to listen to music with lots of swearing, even though none of them are musicians.
I don't think that made it into D&D.
If you were to come across one, you wouldn't be laughed at to check your wallet after beating one. They throw their souls at spirits, hoping for ultimate power to be given to them or begged for. The Asabi are hell-bent on self-destruction. They will abuse any power given to them, and they are like a disease on modern life.
Kinda.
So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to say he's probably talking about black folk.
I don't know why you would assume that. Actually, you're the real racist.
Okay. There were a couple points in there that I thought, this might go in the Jewish direction.
So that's our little thread about our happy boy. Our good old DM from the long ago times.
I think this is the first episode since the Fantasy Island episode where I've just been completely flummoxed.